Shut up and sit down.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse and today we're going to be unboxing a Jason Fabok Batman fan art. A fan art is different from normal statues in the fact that it's an extremely limited piece designed by a fan basically and offered to an extreme limited amount of people. Some people are really against fan arts. They'll say everything like, is that a licensed figure? Well, no. There's a lot of unlicensed figures out there. 1/6 Outfitters sells tons of unlicensed figures, things that have been tweaked ever so slightly, like the poison instead of venom. Fan arts have always been around, knockoffs have always been around. They're not going anywhere, and if actually in the day of 3D printers, they're only going to get more crazy. Like, there's going to be fan arts everywhere. Not that there already isn't, but I highly support fan arts. Karen and I actually are planning some at this moment. I've basically decided to cut myself down to Prime 1, XM, and Amazing Fan Arts. This one here is a Jason Fabok Batman. I absolutely love Jason Fabok. He's one of my favorite current Batman artists out there. I love the beefiness of his Batman. I love the look of him. I love when Bat Bruce and Thomas meet up in the button. Just everything about his style. The way they look, the cowl, everything. So when my buddy Mashari turned me on to this fan art, there was no way I could pass it up. Let's go ahead, we'll take a look. We got a very simple box on the front. Unite the League, A3. We're gonna go ahead. Let's set this down on the ground so you guys can get a good view. I'm pretty sure we could just leave this inside the brown shipper box. Ah, how cool. Right up front, we got this art print. It's like a reimagining of the exact picture that this fan art was based off of. How cool. All right, let's put this over here so nothing happens to it. So, we got these straps. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. This looks extremely well packed. Let's go ahead and get into the, imagine our cape is right here and our Batman's right here. Let's go ahead and go one layer deeper. Oh, this is, you know, this feels like, everyone was saying that the foam with Dead Man was fan art foam. I would almost say this foam feels better than the one that was with Dead Man. All right. So we got our base right down here. Oh, it's kind of pokey. Oh. You can tell this is an extremely well done fan art. The Dark Knight, number 7 of 35. Very cool. This is the rubble that he's gonna stand on. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that right up on this turntable. You see where one of the feet is gonna go, the foot. This is actually a really dope base. I was actually picturing this to be a lot smaller than it was gonna be. We'll actually put the Sideshow Batman next to this one when everything's said and done. You can still see there's a lot of good packing in here. We got a Batarang. We got some of the rubble. I don't think it's gonna come with any instructions. So I think we're gonna just have to figure it out on our own. So here is part of the Arkham sign, Arkham Asylum. I know this sits right in the rubble. I actually think it's gonna go right there. Yep. Alright, we got his rope that's gonna hang off of him. You can see the little textures on it. Pretty cool. Let's see this debris. That's pretty dope. This is extremely well done. Let's see, there's a couple holes. I think it's actually going to sit just like that. I think we might have to put our foot in though first. Let me go ahead and turn this so you can get through there easily. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a hand. Very cool, very textured, very cool gauntlet. And this will end up being, don't think this, oh yeah, it will be. This will be the battering hand. It's a pretty big battering. We got our other hand. Very cool. I just want to see something. Alright, we got the head sculpt, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna pull the body out before we do that. Now, I don't think there would be anything underneath, but let's just check and be safe. Yeah, just an empty box down there. Alright. Alright. So you see right here, we're pulling out a foot shape. Wow, he is really packed in here nicely. I really hope he's okay. Jeez, he's in there deep, huh? Mm-hmm. Pulling out layer after layer. If you see this, guys, look at how many leg protectors there were. 3 huge, thick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers thick on each one of them of this foam. Now we gotta just make sure we can get his foot to come up all those layers. It's because he has a peg on the bottom of his foot. Ah, there we go. You can see it had to come up that little crack they had right there. Wow. He actually has some weight to him too. Look at that. Look at all that texture. That was one of the first things when I seen this in the gray the digital design of it. It was all gray and I really thought it looked cool. Really cool. He's very buff too. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's pop him up here. So I would imagine maybe we want to put that on second. Oh, whew. How cool. That feels good. That it went right on. Now, you know what? Yeah, I'm betting that would go that way. How cool. I seen when they were basically putting him together, he came in a lot more little pieces. Like they, this was 3 pieces originally. That's how they get some of these awesome big full things. They do it later on. Go ahead and how cool is that? That's badass. You know what? What we'll do, I'm sure you'd want to put this on before the cape. Magnetic right to him. Let's go ahead and get his cape out. Wonder how many layers we're going to pull out here. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm extremely happy they take extreme care in packing these. You know, guys, I was gonna tell you, I recently went to open the Arkham Knight Catwoman, and Sideshow sent me someone else's return without ever checking into the box, so I've been a little nervous ever since. Jeez. That was terrifying pulling it out of there. Alright. Wow. Look at this leather texture. This real textured cape. It's a thick looking cape too. That's badass. Now this is going to go right in. Turn him around. It's just going to go right in his back right here. Oh, and it fits good. Fits in there real good. And now, let's finish it out with the head. Textured cowl, very form-fitting. I always like it when you can see his nose underneath the cowl. Very comic book-esque. Look at that. Now, nice magnetic hand. He is cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, I dig this. It's like right there to see.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he is very cool. Let's take a look at what it would look like with just a hand without the battering. Very cool. I dig him. Do you like him?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Wow. For my first fan art, full statue, we've had fan art head sculpts on here, and we've had fan art like we had that Batman statue and a couple figures. This is like the first 1/4 full figure. You can see basically size-wise, he's on top of a turntable, but this is Sideshow's most recent premium format Batman. I need to dust them, but you can see size-wise with the two of them. I think they're actually very comparable size-wise, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. They're kind of both on top of rubble. I think I would go with the battering. What do you think, baby?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of wiggle room there, but it holds it tight. His battering looks really big, but it... Oh, shoot. Oof. I'm always doing something stupid like that. His battering looks big, but it fits with him. It doesn't look overly big or anything. Ah, I definitely dig him though. What I really want Prime 1 to do a Jason Fabok Batman as well. I think that would be the cream of the crop. We're gonna get a David Finch Bane eventually. I did a whole video about that. I'll actually put a link up here right now. I cannot wait for that one. On top of this one, we have a Batman in a cave coming. Okay, that's just the turntable he's under. We've got a Batman in a cave 1/4 coming. That's a fan art. We've got a Thomas Wayne fan art. We've got a Grim Knight fan art. And we have a Vegeta and a Cloud. Yes. And then after that, on almost all statues, we're slowing down a bit because Karen and I are actually trying to get some stuff together to make some fan arts. We have a video coming up. I'll be explaining everything, the sculptor, what we're doing, but we got some extra heads coming out soon. This is, it's going to be a Bruce Wayne head. It'll be for a Prime 1 statue. If any of you can take a guess, put it down in the bottom. But my favorite one is we're going to have something for all those Flashpoint fans out there. It's my favorite. It's Karen's favorite. You might be able to see it in my last video if you pay really close attention. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about fan arts. I definitely think this Batman is badass. Fan arts add a whole new dimension to the game. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you had a good holiday. And keep buying toys.